I guess we're fucking doing the thing. We're doing the thing. There it is, baby.
Oh yeah.
There it is. What is up, dicks, dickettes, dicks of varying gender, dicks, fluid dicks? You can be a fluid dick. We can be whatever the fuck
Fluid
you want
dick,
to.
yeah.
Although if you have fluid in your dick and it's not of a creamy nature, then you gotta go get that checked out.
Well, I pee sometimes too.
Well, okay, and if it's not creamy or yellow, you definitely don't
Or
want
clear
both.
if you're hydrated.
But this, yeah, it should always be slightly tinged yellow. Otherwise, you're overhydrated, which has happened to me before. Speaking from personal experience here.
Hang on. Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
Don't ask. What's up, everybody? This is the Dicking Around podcast. You're not dicking around. We have also, Josh, I also forgot to give you the good news before we went live. We now have over 1,000 followers on TikTok. So like the people love us. The people love us.
We got 1,000 on Twitch. We got 1,000 on TikTok.
Let's go.
Now, if they'll just come over here and hit the goddamn subscribe button, we could make some real content.
Absolutely. I think maybe we have to get to 10,000. I don't know. I think maybe they can subscribe on TikTok. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. But at the very least, follow us wherever the fuck you're watching so you can get our content, because we got a show that we want to do for you. And it's called the Dicking Around podcast. And now we're dicking around. Josh, hit us with the drink of the week like we start off every podcast.
I mean, it's going to be the same. Dude, I haven't been able to clear this cabin shit out. And I have to. It's just fucking sitting there. So,
all right. Give it to me. I'm gonna grab my energy.
We're gonna do a little whiskey blend just to get rid of it. We're gonna do some really expensive scotch.
Oh yeah, you mixing it with the grape energy drink this time?
No, we actually have the new Red Bull this time.
What's the new Red Bull?
The summer edition, the elderflower.
There's an elderflower Red Bull? Sorry, Jesus Christ. Sorry. The shit's on. I didn't know there's an what flavor is even elderflower?
It tastes like elderflower.
Oh, okay, nice. Does it kind of have like a berry flavor or like a chamomile?
No, that would be elderberry.
Is it just like is it aged? Like what's the elder part of it? I've never really understood that. You know what I mean?
It honestly tastes a little like acai.
Okay, like, so almost like dragon fruit or something.
Yeah, like a dragon fruit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a very like unique and specific flavor.
It is. That's why it's hard to say. Like, I mean, I guess that's what elderflower tastes like, but it's good.
I mean, hey man, as long as you fucking like it, then I fucking like it. That's all that matters.
It doesn't. Well, look, we'll start this bitch out with some cheers. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to the beautiful subscribers, the wonderful followers, this beautiful 5-headed bastard. Cheers to the Gastonia Baseball Club. Cheers to someone killing Bryce Harper in the streets tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Look, we got a lot of shit to talk about. It's going to be a great episode. I hope you're ready because we are. Let's fucking do it.
Hope you're fucking ready, baby. Oh, all right. Cheers, Candace, the queen of the dickheads returns.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah. But
don't call it a comeback. She's been here for over a year.
Hell yeah. At least a year, right?
Yeah.
So
I think it's been a year since we had her on. Maybe.
It sounds about right. I feel like she needs to have a I think she's officially the best guest we've ever had besides Jacob. The best like I said, the best non-celebrity guest we've ever had.
Oh, come on now. What about Johnny?
Like I said, the best non-celebrity guest we've ever had.
Carlton, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, Candace is the bomb, dude. Fucking honestly, her episode is like one of the funniest episodes we've
It
ever
really
done.
is. You like I go back and like she could keep up. We didn't shit on her much.
Yeah, only a little bit.
Only a little bit, and that was you mainly.
But she got roofied. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing, but we didn't do it.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Let's make that clear. It wasn't us. We weren't doing it.
We didn't do it. We only paid for it.
Yeah, little caveat. Yeah, exactly. It was a sneaky setup there. So, Anyway, what do we got to talk about, Josh? We got some shit left over from last week because the tornado tried to kill you and your dogs last week, which is part of the reason why we only had an hour-long episode. Shit was nuts. We didn't get to 90% of the shit that we even decided that we were going to look at.
Yeah, that was a bad time, bro. It was a bad time.
It was
Candace, I don't know if you felt those tornadoes, but they fucking ravaged the Josh household.
The Josh household.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
I still can't believe that Transformer blew a hole in the ground. I've never seen anything like that. That's fucking insane.
I have, but only once, and it was the exact same thing. It was just like it blew up and then caught fire and fell down, because most of the time it'll stay on the pole and the pole will burn.
Right.
But no, this one fell off the pole or was thrown off the pole and chemically burnt a giant crater in the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically like you were Carrie Elwes' character in Twister, and you were like, no, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get the best thing, and then you just get fucking shredded, 45 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, no, I would never do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll do some crazy shit. I will never storm chase. Like, no. that is a surefire way to die.
Like, are you hard R stupid? Like, what are you doing?
Trademark. TM.
Trademark. TM. Hard R.
But yeah, dude, that shit, I still can't believe that. Anyway, so I guess probably the best way. So we do have, look, in good form as always. Like, we have to have some fighting shit. We haven't talked about fighting shit in forever. So I think what a better way to get back into the podcast than to talk about some fighting shit, especially since we didn't get to it last week. So it's not really a cop out. I guess because we didn't get to it. So exactly, it's just content, baby. It's just pure content.
It's just pure content. That's all it is.
Let me pull it up real quick. I guess, and what better way to start off the show than with a tornado kick.
The tornado KO. That gnarly, bro.
Yeah, I figured it was fitting for the tornado.
And
podcast.
with the just with the the headline on it, like I didn't think it was gonna go down that way.
But it did. So wait, set it up. Do you remember who this is?
No, I don't know their names. I just know it's a smaller guy and a bigger guy, and it's like Ivan Drago versus Brian B. Jordan as Creed.
Exactly. They're getting a couple 1-2s in there. So this is kickboxing, right? This is
kickboxing. Yes. Yeah.
Which is a very weird specific sport. Oh,
yeah, bro.
Woo! Down goes Frazier, dude.
Let's
watch that again. So you could say they've been testing each other out. This guy is like, I mean, you could see the height disparity here. This guy is like 1.5 feet shorter.
But dude, just
like there's a bit of an angle from the camera there.
Like the explosion of sweat that comes off of him, like that might be the hardest strike I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty fucking wild. I mean, they got maybe not. So this is probably a better thing. He's got about a head, maybe a little bit less than a head on him. But he goes in for the
dude,
one.
He's
kick.
Got way more than a head on him. What are you talking about?
No, he's only got it. No. I'll show you right here. He's got it's about like, if you draw a straight line, it's about a half a head, which is still pretty fucking significant in fighting.
Right.
Like if you're 2 inches taller than somebody, you might as well be like in a whole other weight class because it's fucking ridiculous. Like the reach.
But the way, dude, not only the impact, that's one of the most violent things I've ever seen, but like the way that he just goes out immediately and stiffens up and bounces off the ropes twice. That's fucking crazy.
That's how you know he hit him hard. But not only that, but look, it's funny because I'm seeing this here in this freeze frame. He's just standing straight. He does this, like this setup for this is from this straight stance right here. He just squares up on him literally. Goes in for a random round kick, and then
he knows what he's doing because then he like feigns a kick. He didn't even really throw it. He feigns it to see if he's guarding it, and he's not guarding high. So that's why he just like he literally tornadoes himself into it.
Bam, and then it's like he's got sawdust up there because, like you said, the explosion of sweat just goes bam. It's like watching LeBron before a Lakers game because it's just woo. Look, and it's his swagger walk off too because he's like, yeah, I got him.
Yeah. To quote the one lackey in Karate Kid, bring out the body bag.
Yeah, like, exactly.
He's fucking done, kid. He might not get up for a while, if ever. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know why it's also says boxing 2025. Maybe this hasn't happened yet, but um
What's that line for Back to the Future? He's like, it may be a little intense for you guys, but your kids are gonna love it.
right. No, that was I saw that and I'd seen it years ago. Like that's an older clip, but I just like
Yeah.
that kind of shit. It takes me back, and I don't have that clip, but like when I used to watch UFC live back before they made it 89.99 to actually get the fights on pay-per-view back when it was like $30 or whatever.
Dude, why? That's the other. What the fuck? Okay, I know inflation is a thing, but like, why pay-per-view is like $200 a show now, right? It's like fucking nuts.
No, some of them like that the last one that I wanted to watch, or actually the one coming up. Do you know how much the Mike Tyson one is going to be with Jake Paul?
How much?
It's like 250.
That's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely
like,
fucking ridiculous.
No, I'm just saying no. I'll catch the highlights. Sorry, bro.
Why are you gonna pay? Why are you gonna pay that much for like what's gonna be amount to about 20 minutes of entertainment?
But then what's crazy, dude, is like I used to work at bars that actually put these fights on, and you actually like it costs so much to get them on a restaurant license from satellite, like. It costs like 25 grand. Like you have to charge $100 at the fucking door just to get the fights.
Right. Which is, it's fucking insane. Especially like when you think about it, because the NFL, like what's the NFL Sunday ticket cost? It costs like $200 for the entire season.
Yeah.
So which without an argument is the top sport in America right now. And obviously like, yeah, there's more markets outside of America and whatever, but a lot of the fighting is done.
But no, you can get
channels,
like I've worked with a lot of people, especially Hispanics, that love fucking soccer, and you can get that package from Verizon for like $300.
Right.
And any game in the fucking world, literally, if it's like above the minor, if it's professional soccer, you can just click and go.
I'm pretty sure they play soccer like 9 months out of the year, and even in the summer when they don't play it, right? Like there's still other shit going on. So
there's still other people playing it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you can. You will never want to watch it.
Yeah, you will never not be able to watch a soccer game if you want. If that's what you want to do. Like it's impossible.
Right. But at the same time, I'm not paying $250 to watch Tyson and Jake Paul. I'll just catch the highlights. I'm sorry.
Right. Exactly.
Plus, it's in Vegas. I'm not staying up until midnight, like to watch the prelims.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the other thing. Like, what do those even look like on a fight? Because this is the other thing too. Because the Tyson Jake Paul fight is not exhibitionary, right? It's actually
a pro fight. No, it's sanctioned. It's sanctioned for 8 rounds.
Right. Which is wild. Now, is it going to be boxing or is it going to be UFC?
Well, they're both boxers, so I hope it's boxing. Because watching them flop around on the ground, that might actually be entertaining. But
that might actually be worth $250.
Now, if it was full contact, I might pay $250 to watch that.
Watch them flop around on the ground. Watch an old man trying to wrestle a man.
Right, because neither of them have either training on the ground at all or grappling at all.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, they could get it. I mean, they both have money somehow. I don't fucking know how, but people keep giving Jake Paul money.
Dude, in the next 3 months, they wouldn't be anywhere close to proficient in any type of grappling at all. It would that would make it more entertaining because they'd be trying for shit that they couldn't do.
Holy shit. So I just looked up the NFL Sunday ticket cost. $449 for the full price for 2024.
All right. But you still couldn't watch 2 primetime boxing or UFC fights.
No, you couldn't. But also to that point, like you don't need the Sunday ticket. You can just you can do Red Zone, which I think is the superior way to watch pro football. I feel like Red Zone to me, like I had just checked out of pro football for so long, and then I discovered, like, my friend, there's a way to, kids, don't do this at home, don't try this at home, but there's a way to watch stuff on the internet that you don't pay for it. Not saying that I do that, but there is a way to do it. So anyway, let's just say that I ended up watching Red Zone. And dude, like, to me, Red Zone has completely fucking saved NFL football, because I just feel like I can't tell you why, and I don't necessarily agree with the traditional arguments about pro versus college and about like why like they're trying harder in college is more entertainment value. I just personally find college more entertaining, and I can't explain why. um, but Red Zone, dude, completely changed the game for me. Like I actually enjoy watching Red Zone, and I'll watch that on Sunday.
Well, and I know the big draw is it originally was um, fantasy football,
Right.
but the next biggest draw now is online gambling, sports gambling. Is you
Yeah.
want to see the scores,
We've
and
talked
if
about
you
that too.
yeah, and
A
if you
lot.
lay money on multiple games, it'll automatically like whenever they get down into scoring position, just
Right.
bang, there it is.
Yep, there it is. Yeah.
And they also offer highlights on it too, which is great. So even if they weren't in the red zone and they scored, it'll automatically update you on it.
Right.
But you got the big scoreboard on the right, but you can, you can watch your local team and then flip back and forth to red zone and just know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
But
Exactly.
yeah, no, anyway, this isn't a promo for them because fuck them. They don't give us any money. But
they could give us money.
yeah,
I'm sure there'll be a promo eventually.
As far as the college football versus pro football is, I feel like pro football is unless you're, the Carolina Panthers or the Jacksonville Jaguars, any given Sunday you could beat the other fucking team.
Yeah.
But there's something about, especially, you and I, especially me, we went through some hard times as Georgia Bulldog fans. And
we've paid our fucking dues. We weren't always winning
dues.
natties. Yeah.
No, we did our fucking time. And now we just get to say, all right, well, win, 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 win.
Right, exactly.
Well, Missouri.
Yeah.
We're gonna win, but we're gonna be down the entire game.
Right, exactly. So it's gonna give you a fucking heart attack every time.
But it's more predictable, but at the same time, I'm a big fan of blowouts too. So like put your especially if it's my team, put your fucking
Right.
pedal to the metal and see how much damage we
Right.
can do until we have to take mercy in the third quarter.
Right. Well, to be fair, I mean, yeah, blowouts when it's your team. If you're like, you're not going to hang around and watch Oregon blow out Fresno State. Like, there's no entertainment value in that.
Oh, you mean Oregon blowout Liberty University?
Yeah, one of the worst bowl matchups in history.
What a game. Liberty, you got your shot. Listen, boys, I'll tell you, it gets better next year, but it doesn't. Maybe next time. Maybe just take a knee. Maybe don't win. Like maybe don't go undefeated, and they won't put you in that position. Like you'll get the rightful like all state don't give a fuck bowl in Santa Fe against a worthy opponent. But
the All-State don't give a fuck bowl. The All-State you're in hands that really don't care about you.
Brought to you by Spectrum. We don't give a fuck about you either.
Brought to you, yeah, exactly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Brought to you by Globocam.
Right. Brought to you by Chipotle. Come pay $25 for nothing.
Well, that's not nothing. Don't attack Chipotle now. Chipotle is special to me. We had a whole I'm pretty sure all last episode or 2 episodes ago, whenever we talked about burritos, it was all about Chipotle, even though it didn't have to be.
Well, I mean, it's that's the litmus. That's the benchmark.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what everybody knows. But
it's the McDonald's of burgers, like the way that McDonald's used to be about
well,
burgers.
McDonald's also gave them the startup money, so
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, McDonald's actually paid for Chipotle to be a thing, but Chipotle, when Steve Ells started Chipotle, he got all of his startup money from McDonald's, all of it.
Wow. And so they still like the largest. I guess it's private, right? Because Chipotle's not public, right?
No, Chipotle's not public, but no, it was it was a predatory loan, but at the same time, it was paid off by I don't know
a predatory
10 years
loan.
into the thing. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it's McDonald's, but
right.
But no, they still Chipotle. They're a private company. They don't franchise. They don't do any of that. But
right.
McDonald's does a lot of that, and they're one of the biggest chains in the world. And no, they started it, and then Chipotle paid off the loan, so now they're their own thing.
Yeah, and now they're fucking amazing. Well, you know what's weird too about McDonald's is like and I never really knew this. There was a food theory video about it, but I want to say there was another video about it that I saw somewhere. But like McDonald's, the way that McDonald's really makes money when they franchise is that they always own the land. So like you always, even though like you're paying, you got to pay your franchise fees or whatever, the rent that you pay every month goes to the McDonald's corporation. Like,
Right.
and which sounds like obvious, but the reality of the situation is there's a lot of franchisees that own the land that their store is on in other corporations.
Right.
But McDonald's basically became the landlord model for fast food chains, which is just kind of weird to think about.
Right. And it's still McDonald's is one of the most predatory franchisees of all time because
Yeah,
or franchisors, should I
right.
say. But
Franchises,
franchises?
franchise you, franchise me.
Franchisers? But for that very reason, because they won't allow you to own the land, they own the land.
Right.
So whenever you go below their guidelines, they charge you penalties. And then eventually, if you're not successful restaurateur, then they just take it back and it's a corporate restaurant.
Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. And yeah, also McDonald's probably one of the worst corporations of all time. Ding. There's that whole, what was that movie they made, The Founder, about Ray Kroc stealing it
So
from
they
the
get a
McDonald's
chop.
brothers? Yeah, chop. They get a chop.
McDonald's, you
100%.
get a chop. Fuck you. I'm
McDonald's-
not paying $9 for a Big Mac.
McDonald's, you're the Phillies of corporations.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
You're the Bryce
they-
Harper of.
They treat their employees like dog shit too. Like if there was ever a good
Dude.
employee that somebody recommended from McDonald's, even when I was with Bojangles, it was easy to poach because I
Right.
mean, you're making $9.25, I can give you 12.
Right. Although I don't know, so I've heard, and it could be McDonald's propaganda too. You know what I'm saying? Because like they might as well own like CNN or something. I have no fucking idea. But I feel like I've heard that recently McDonald's. I mean, just to be more competitive, because you can go anywhere now and make $15 an hour. I mean, everybody's increased their base wages in fast food. But I've heard that they've started to put more like I know they've always had a scholarship program, but they've like actually done more with it recently. Again,
Let's not defend them.
I'm not gonna go into any more details. I'm not trying to defend them
because fuck McDonald's. Come on
Right.
now.
But I think
we did an entire episode on like different classes of people relating to their relationship with McDonald's. Like
we could do that again.
if you take your family and sit down and wait on your food and eat at McDonald's, you're from South Carolina. Like that's
South Carolina, Arkansas, Mississippi, the big
or
three.
you're a transplant. That's how we in North Carolina. That's how we know.
Yeah.
Like, no, you cross the border. Get the fuck back down there. Get out of McDonald's.
Right, exactly. This is also like random off the top of my head. What's that Mexican restaurant in South Carolina where it has the big racist Mexican statue like on the highway? You know what I'm talking about? Isn't it on the border or something like that?
No. Yeah, no. It's not on the border, but it's
like near the border. Yeah,
near the border, something like that. Yeah.
Over the woods and through the border to grandmother's house we go or something.
Yeah, it's just got the most racist caricature that you've
Right.
ever seen, and it's
it really is.
Literally they put the signs up like every mile and a half while you're going to Myrtle Beach. It's just a giant fucking billboard. And
It really is. It really fucking is. It's like you can't. It's you might think it's like an adult superstore billboard because it keeps coming up like every fucking like 5 miles. You're like, why the fuck?
Right.
What is this Mexican restaurant?
It's between that because I haven't been to Myrtle Beach in forever, but it's between that and the Sparky's billboards, like the firework emporium.
Yeah.
It's like get your fireworks before you hit the border.
Is it me, or I feel like the quality of fireworks ever since they legalized them everywhere, like in most states, has really gone downhill?
Well, see, they're not legal in North Carolina. Some of them are, but
you mean the PRNC?
Yeah, not the good ones.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you weren't legal in Georgia like my entire childhood, but they are now. But I feel like the mortars are always pretty good, but other than that, like I feel like there's just nothing like. I mean, I guess that's the other thing, dude. Why the fuck are fireworks so fucking expensive? Like,
I don't know.
You're literally paying for plastic and gunpowder. Like, what the fuck? Those things are one of the Joker's favorite line is like, I like gasoline and whatever the fuck else, and they're both cheap. Apparently,
Did I
gunpowder
ever
is
tell you
super expensive.
Did I ever tell you my pipe bomb story?
No. Let's go ahead. We'll call it the pipe bomb diaries, volume 1. Go.
Well, we made a lot of them, and it was trial and error, and it was dangerous as fuck. But
Love
we
that for you.
realized the same thing. Like we could drive right over the border. It was like 20 minutes from my house. We could just go to one of the little fireworks shacks and buy shit, or we could
Or
or we could go to Lowe's or Home Depot, buy us a PVC pipe, and we got creative with it a few times, and I think I almost died at least 3 times, but it's hard to say because I was only injured once and it wasn't severe. But
right.
The first time we ever tried to make one, and kids, get out your look, kids from TikTok, get out your notepads. Here's how you actually don't do it.
Take notes on what not to do.
Yeah, you definitely don't take a rack of your dad's shotgun shells and get all the black powder out of it, and
oh my god,
and get about 12 to 13 inches of PVC pipe. And so what we did was we packed probably 4 inches of clay like into it from the ground, and then poured all the gunpowder into it.
Oh my god.
And then we were like, it's just going to blow up in the middle. Like, we need something more. And then one of my friends was like, hey, I've seen, like, why don't we just get like nails and screws and put it in it too?
Oh my god.
I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then my other friend, and by the way, we were like 15 at the time, which they don't card for any of this shit. Like, you can get nails, screws, PVC pipe, you can get super glue, you can get rubber caps for PVC. The only things the only things that we needed an adult to pick up, which we had one in our back pocket, but we got them to go to a specialty store and buy us one of those little spools of fuse.
Oh yeah.
So that way we could just cut our own fuse.
Why did you have to pay for that? That's kind of a weird thing to have to pay for, to like need an adult for.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Apparently, it's irresponsible to sell children 30 feet
dynamite
of fuse.
fuses. I mean, agree to disagree.
I don't know. So anyway,
sounds like a good time to me.
When we packed the clay in, and then we were like, you know what? Just look, grab nails and screws. We put nails and screws in it, and then put the gunpowder like in it. So all that's in the middle. And then my other friend was like, you know, it would make it like it. That's going to be cool, but we want like the napalm effect. So let's put some glue and gasoline in the middle of it. So we put some glue and gasoline in the middle of it, and then pack the other side with clay. But then we had those little plastic or rubber end caps that you can seal on there. And we put the fuse through it. Like, we used a little coat hanger or whatever and poked it in there, put the fuse in, ran it through the end cap, and glued the fucking end caps on this thing and let it sit for about an hour. And then we couldn't get them off. We're like, this is going to be perfect. And then we took it out, and I was like, who's lighting it? Because I'm not lighting it. Like, I'm crazy. And everybody, like, we had that crazy buddy that just loved fireworks. And he's like, I'll do it. And I was like, you're right. You'll do it.
Then, you know what? You got this one. I'm gonna go stand about 30 feet back.
Well, we did. We put like 3 feet of fuse on it, so it was a good like 2 minutes worth of fuse. So, but we didn't have any type of bunker, any type of protection. We're just hiding behind trees, like maple trees.
My god!
So this thing fucking goes off. Now, I didn't get hurt on this one. One of my buddies got a little hurt
on this one.
On this one.
Yeah, they just specify.
We see, like, you know, we're all peeking around, like, protecting everything but our eyes, which is what we should have been protecting. Like,
literally. Like, you're not even like peeking through your fingers or anything. You're just
we're just like, all you can see is our eyes next to the trees. And then this thing, apparently the gasoline is more of an accelerant than the gunpowder. So before the gunpowder explodes, the gasoline ignites, and then it turns into a rocket. Like, the side of the fuse just blows off, and it shoots directly towards us.
Right, turns into a firework. Right. Literally,
it turns into a bottle rocket, except for the most dangerous bottle rocket you can ever imagine.
The deadliest wild
and,
rocket.
and literally this thing screams past us, and like it goes right in between us, and you can hear this thing fucking whistling, but it's also on fire too. So so it screams, but it literally is like a Tom Brady pass. Like it's got a it's like it was shot out of a rifled barrel. Like it's spinning and shit. And it's slinging nails and screws out of it.
Oh
like,
my god.
I used to have pictures of it. Like they were just nails and screws stuck all in the trees we were hiding behind.
Jesus Christ.
One of my buddies, he actually caught a couple of the screws, but then this thing just keeps going. And eventually it hits a tree and ricochets the other way, and then the gunpowder ignites. And it was like the world's largest M80. It was like it was the loudest thing I think I've ever heard. It was just like wow. And then
oh god, that's too funny.
Thankfully at this point it was like 50 yards away. And then we go over, and the carnage was just unreal. Like we had to thankfully, we had one responsible friend with a fire extinguisher. We had to put the woods out from where it was just throwing fire into the trees.
Flaming nails and shit going everywhere.
Yeah. And
Jesus Christ.
We go over there, and dude, there's just nails and plastic and just screws everywhere. Like it just went straight out like this and just stuck into everything. I was like, well, maybe we don't use gasoline next time.
Oh, meanwhile, you live and you learn, you know. It's
you live and you learn. But meanwhile, my buddy's got a screw in his calf and a screw in his shoulder. I was like, all right, this is gonna hurt a little bit.
This sounds like some fun shit we should do at the cabin. We're doing the cabin wrong. We need to find a super isolated cabin and then build our own bombs.
Well, trust me, I have some insight.
Yeah, it sounds like you have the right experience, you know.
I do.
So we can make it happen.
I mean,
we'll buy some plexiglass sheets at Home Depot and just hold them up.
I'm saying in our little group, whatever, we don't call it the M word, but in our little group, I would be the explosives expert, because trust me, I've been there, I've done that.
Right, exactly.
But I just remember I was like that was one of the funnest times of my childhood though. Like you can't pay for that kind of adrenaline, like having a pipe bomb shoot at you. Like
exactly. That shit's ridiculous. By the way, shout out to Zen and Yurt who are chilling in the TikTok stream. Appreciate you guys.
What up? What up?
But yeah, that shit's fucking insane, dude. I can't believe I don't understand like what part of the process you're like, you know what would make this more fun and not dangerous at all is if we put projectiles into the pipe bomb.
Well, we didn't think it was going to come at us. Like, we didn't at the time. We just knew that like we use gas for a lot of stuff. So like,
right.
If we just wanted to light things on fire and make it look cool, like, you know, just write your name in somebody's yard in gasoline and light it on fire. But
I love that.
Like, we just thought it would just add to the explosion, which it didn't. It ignited immediately and turned it into a fucking Scud missile.
Yeah, I guess you guys learned a little bit of lesson. You guys are like, what's that movie where it's like that kid from Homer Hickam, I guess it's called like October Sky is what it's called, not Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky is like a Tom Cruise movie that's like a
Tom Cruise bullshit. Yeah.
Which I've never seen. I hear it's a good movie though. But anyway, no, it's October Sky where they're just like learning how to build rockets in their backyard and they just make random shit. It sounds like that, except way less science and way more hillbilly.
It was, and it really wasn't even hillbilly. It was just like none of our parents wanted to deal with us, so they were just like, "Look, we just got."
I wonder why that was.
we just got home from work. Why don't you guys take off? And we don't want to hear from you until it's after dinner time. Well, we'll leave a plate in the oven for you.
Right.
Like it was just like we don't need to know where you are. Please don't tell us. Just don't get arrested.
Right, exactly. You guys you totally have enough responsibility. You guys got this under control. Just don't blow anything up. Oh wait.
Well, they didn't.
My bad.
I mean, there were sometimes we got caught doing that, but most of the times we didn't.
That's crazy. Like it really is crazy the shit you get away with being a kid, dude. Like you just do the most random shit when you're like just out there.
That's why like we love being in the woods. It's like, well, nobody's watching us. We can do whatever we want to do. And we learned that early. It's like, all right, so we're more than a stone's throw away from anybody's house. So even if there is an explosion or something lights on fire, we can get out of here before they make it down here.
Which is the crazy thing to think about too, because like, have you seen those TikToks of the kids like trying to play outside and they have no idea what the fuck they're doing? They're just like, the one dude's just like fondling a bush and another guy's like banging a stick against the ground in somebody's yard, and the woman's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you have no idea how to play outside, because people don't do that anymore. They just, everything's inside.
Everything's inside, or if you're outside, you have a screen in front of your fucking face.
Like, right, exactly. You're walking around playing Pokemon Go or something.
Right. But you have to realize, like, even at this point, most of us had cell phones, but we just got cell phones, and they were the little flip phones that you couldn't do anything but call. You couldn't even text on yet.
They were like the Matrix phones.
Right. Like
or like the Nokia brick phones.
Yeah, no, it was literally like the little like Nokia flip, the little brick phones.
Right.
And the flip was the first one, but then they came out with those little bricks that you could text on, but you had to like click the number so many times for each letter. It was before even the smart texting. But it's like now, like, this would have made us so much more dangerous. Like, if we actually had access to information all the time, like, we would actually have to
right. If you could like look up how to make a pipe bomb.
Yeah, we would have to like go to the school library and look up different things, like, maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention to chemistry and physics for the next couple of weeks, boys. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. I mean, that is a good point. Maybe it is good that the inverse correlation between being outside and having every information. Like, you could look up like how to like successfully overthrow the government on the internet,
Right. Now, granted, I've already told you that story on this podcast. Like, one of the buddies that was involved in a good deal of this type of behavior with me ended up being on like a federal watch list for
I wonder why that was.
Guess what, dude? When you become an adult, you gotta tamp that shit down. Like,
yeah, exactly.
They're not gonna take it easy on you. It's not gonna be like when we were 16 and we caught a dryer on fire and and then the cops come and just give us a talking to. Like, whoa. Once you're 18, then they start hitting you with shit and putting you in the back of the car.
Then there's charges involved. It's a whole fucking thing. You don't want to
charges. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. All right. Well, I'll tell you, we talked about some good shit there. Let me pivot real quick. I'm gonna bring up another fighting clip. This might be my favorite. Actually.
Which one is it?
So this is the sub. This is the sub in under a minute, I think.
Yeah. All right.
So
give it a build up. I gotta rock a piss. 2 minutes.
Okay. I don't have any context for this whatsoever.
We'll hit another one and I'll be right back.
Well, I don't have context for any of them because these all come from Reddit. They're not like really stories associated with them, and then we don't look them up. It's a whole thing. So anyway, ooh, we got the dogs in the background. Only Siren was live, so Josh could bring his demon dogs onto the screen. Now, I say that, but Josh's dogs are actually super fucking great. They're just insane. They're absolutely out of their fucking mind. And if you ever have the pleasure of meeting his dogs, then maybe you'll understand that. But so the background for this is a UFC fight. I don't know. I don't really follow fighting that much, but maybe I should really start because we are a baseball fighting podcast. So maybe I need to get my shit together on that. But this shit is gonna escalate really quickly. So it's look, these guys look pretty evenly matched. They even got the same brand of boxers. Gets them on the ground, does this crazy fucking flip to get on top of him here in the beginning of the match. Like, this is just fucking insane. Knocks him down with the one, goes for the backflip, it's just fucking insane. I don't even have words for that. But he's got this guy. Now he's gonna get him wrapped up. He's got him in a headlock right here, throwing him against the cage. And he's about to put the fucking mustard on right there. Bam. Just that quickly he's subbed out. I mean, it was literally under a minute. It might have been 45 seconds. Like, the time on the clock is what, 409, 408, 407 on the sub. Like, that's fucking insane. He
was subbed, but he also went out.
Right.
Like he tapped out too late.
But I would have tapped out right after this fucking move right here.
Right.
I would be like, okay, I'm done.
Well,
Like
so
I'm not ready for that.
that's Michael Pereira, and he's famous for backflipping. He like he's he's top notch. He's a really good fucking fighter, but at the same time, he's one of the flashiest fighters that there is in the UFC. But at the same time, like every fight he tries to backflip at least once. This might be the nastiest one because he knocks the guy down and then does a backflip on top of him.
Right.
But no, he tried, like, if the guy's stalling or running away from him, like he's standing up, he'll just cut a backflip and do weird shit. Like he's extremely flashy, but it's hard to argue with the results, right? Like,
Right, exactly. If that's your result right there, he goes right into the chokehold for the fucking tap out. Jesus Christ.
right.
That's fucking insane.
I mean, the grappling skills on this kid are fucking insane.
Yeah. To say the least.
I mean, I can probably only name like 3 other grapplers in the history of MMA that are better than him.
Gert says, "Hold my beer." if you're gonna figure out a way to take him on, I'd love to see that. There's we've already been challenged professionally, so there's a line.
Oh wait, are you talking about Trigga? Trigga, I'll listen. I'll be your Pereira. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's feisty. He's Irish, dude. He's got the fighting genes in him.
He's feisty, but he's gonna be fighting above his weight class a little bit.
Well, you just got to cut down to his. You just got to lose 40 pounds.
I mean, I've already lost 30. What do you want?
Yeah, that's how you know it's not going to happen, because that's a lot to go from.
No,
after
honestly,
already
my fighting weight, it's not what I was in high school, but at the same time, my fighting weight would be around like 145, 150.
Yeah, but his fighting weight would be like 120.
Oh, no, his no.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
It wouldn't be that high.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be that high. Yeah, he probably weighs about 150, and he's not like age restricted. No shit. You should have age restricted it took us what, 45 minutes this time to get age restricted? Like, that's pretty good.
Hey.
Should have been doing that from the beginning, but I mean, hey.
Apparently, instead of cussing and doing hate speech, we just talk about building pipe bombs.
Right. Apparently, apparently that's the kind of content that the kids need to be seeing.
Yes.
I wish there was a way for us to do it ourselves, because I don't care about the age restriction.
It waits for us to get flagged.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not like it's just the algorithm catches it. Like, I guess talking about pipe bombs for 45 minutes probably is what did it. But I would have thought, like, usually we get age restricted at the first like 5 to 10 minutes. I'm surprised it took that long.
We at least get flagged for something.
Yeah, sometimes it's hate speech. Sometimes it's age restriction.
Which,
I don't know.
For the new viewers, we've never spewed hate speech on here.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, no. That's not us, obviously.
Like, it's not what we do. But I don't know. I guess we said something that like hit an algorithm. I don't know.
I don't know.
It was probably me. Like, I'll take the blame for that one. I'm not apologizing.
You're the one who said the R word like 40 times on a stream one time because I couldn't stop laughing when you were doing it.
And that was one of the greatest exchanges we've ever had. And you were like, stop doing it. I was like, stop laughing.
Yeah, well, there you go. You know what story we didn't have that just popped into my mind? The roast of Tom Brady. Did you watch any of it?
I watched the entire thing.
Really? I didn't watch any of it at all. I heard about it though.
It was fucking rough, bro.
I heard that he was like really upset by it, and he didn't go to the after party, which is like crazy.
Yeah, but it was rough, bro.
Like, what was so rough about it?
Well, it's a sanctioned Friars roast, like no holds barred. You just fucking say whatever you want to say.
They said there was like 3 things that they weren't allowed to talk about. I think Robert Kraft was one of them, and like one of the jokes about Robert Kraft, like after that, like Brady went up and said, "Nah, we got to shut that shit down."
No,
what's up, Siren?
What's up, Siren? No, he stood up because I forgot that. I mean, there were so many funny fucking jokes, but they said something directly about him, and you could tell he was a little offended. And Brady got up immediately and said, "No, stop now."
Right,
stop.
Which is just like, what? Has there ever been one of those like Comedy Central roasts where that's happened? I'm sure it's happened every once in a while, but like,
The
It's
only
kind
other
of
time
weird.
I can remember somebody having to intervene or somebody having to tell somebody to stop was, I think it was the I want to say it was the roast of Pam Anderson, but it was the one where Courtney Love was just absolutely fucked out of her mind on heroin
Okay,
and
we'll
was
say
like,
less. If Courtney Love is involved, it's an
yeah.
automatic pass.
No, and
Like,
she was like they had to tell her to stop because I forgot who it was, but it was like Charlie Sheen next to her or something. But she was literally like pulling her pussy out of her skirt and like rubbing it on his leg and shit. And like they're like, no, you got we can't fucking do this. Like
there have been communist dictators who have been less insane than Courtney Love.
right. Like
So
we
it's
we
fine.
allow almost everything here. The things that we don't allow, you've done them all. Like just fucking stop.
Doesn't
Just stop.
surprise me at all. At the second you said Courtney Love, I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Like literally the only place where you can be openly misogynist, openly racist, openly whatever you want is a fucking Friars
Right.
roast.
Exactly.
And but if they tell you to stop, you need to stop and fucking look at yourself in the mirror and be like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, but he was such like I don't understand having such a fragile ego. Like the dude is like you can have arguments about other quarterbacks and about how good they were, but it's not like LeBron and Jordan. Like he is without a doubt statistically the greatest quarterback of all time, and nobody even comes close.
Is like I'm not. Look, I gave up on that a long time ago. Like he destroyed the Panthers in the Super Bowl. We got Brady too. It's not just the Falcons.
Right? Everybody got Brady at some
we
point.
got fucking Brady, and that was early in his career. We get it, but at the same time, like I put that to bed a long time ago. I'm like, no, he's the best to ever do it. And then
right.
Whatever doubt you had, he went to fucking Tampa and did it again without Belichick.
So. Which is just nuts. He literally was like, "You want to see me do it again?"
He's like,
and then he did it again.
He's like, "Hey Gronk, come down and help me do one thing."
Yeah, exactly. Gronk's like, "I got your back, buddy.
I got it, dude.
Whatever you want, Tommy."
Dude, those were some of the funniest jokes. Was everybody was saying he was hard R stupid. like Gronk, I know you don't get it, buddy, but we'll lay it out for you later.
Gronk is probably the jockiest jock of all time. Like,
that's true.
There's just no getting around it. You know, not to say he's a bad dude or anything. He's just a meathead.
He's that stupid. Saying he's that stupid though, like his financial planning was immaculate. He never cashed a game check his entire career.
Right. Well, he just said, "I'm hard or stupid. Here, take care of my money for me, please.
Somebody, please take care of me."
He didn't pull a Thad Castle and throw the best party of all time for $40 billion.
Thank you, Siren.
Yes. Thank you, Siren. Yeah. Thank you, Mater. Mater.
Thanks, Mater. Everybody give a shout out to Mater. Mater made
all this happen. Mater. There it is.
Yeah.
Mater made it happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got some finally. I mean, it took me getting a giant white dildo to make it happen, but it happened.
They really honestly missed opportunity for branding. They should have called it the Rode Dildo microphone.
The Rode Dildo. The dildo phone.
I love that.
So no, but the other good news is it won't be, it'll be the same quality I was on, but now Mater has his own little setup in the corner to where he can come in and he can actually be a part of the podcast. So.
Yeah, the good news is I can spend 2 hours before the podcast every day trying to fix his fucking sound.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so excited about that.
Woo!
Yeah. We're gonna have Mater. We're gonna have Mater's corner here in a minute. It's gonna be set. It's whenever he wants to drop by, dude. We're gonna be ready.
Yeah, he already came. We partied really hard on Wednesday, so he actually took a day off work because it got out of control. So it might be next weekend, but
that's fine.
And it might not be. I don't know. Mater's kind of it's hard to read him sometimes, but
he's a special guy. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. And I know our newer followers and newer viewers, you guys don't know Mater, but please don't go back and watch those episodes. They're hilarious, but you can't hear anything we're saying. So
that is true. Yeah, don't. There's a reason why we're having success now.
Right. So anyway, shout out Mater. Thanks, buddy. Siren, we appreciate you stopping by, giving us the heads up that we sound amazing. But
because we do.
No, back to the roast though. Like as far as like him getting butthurt, he also got butthurt because literally everyone was roasting him about Giselle,
Yeah,
and she left him over the like martial arts instructor. Like she's literally with him now. And it
yeah.
was the whole thing. It's like, well, did you ever think when you went to practice and he comes in and y'all brush shoulders and he's bigger than you? Um, maybe no one else on the planet gets 45 karate lessons a week. Like,
That's hilarious.
yeah.
That's
And he's
hilarious.
but then the other jokes are like, now as big a guy as you are, you know he could whip the shit out of you. Like he could definitely cuck you in front of him, and there's nothing you could do. And like all this, and
100%.
they just kept laying because you know comedians are like sharks at as far as roasts go. Like
Yeah,
if you give them blood in the water,
yeah.
they're
If
gonna
they
keep
smell
doing
blood,
it.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
They're gonna keep doing it. And apparently that was his big hot button because he wanted to make it seem like it was a mutual thing. No, she was just fucking the karate instructor, and and he's a much younger, very big, burly, like good looking dude, and just railing that shit now. Like it definitely hits a nerve with him.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, and I guess I can understand that to a degree because like they were actually married for a very long time. Like probably like, and I'm pretty sure it was her. Yeah, it was her that ended the relationship. Like he still might be in love with her or whatever, and that's that's its own thing. But the point being, like you're allowed to go before these roasts and say like, just don't talk about my wife and don't talk about my kids. Like you're allowed to lay down the guidelines. Like these things are sanctioned. Like and they'll be like they'll tell people.
It depends. It depends on who the roast master is, which Jeff Ross is notoriously against that. Like if you show weakness, he'll tell him to do it and just keep doing it.
Well, the one thing I do understand now. To be fair, to be fair, he kissed his like 12-year-old son on the lips like several times.
Weird.
Throughout. That's just, I don't know if they made fun of that on the roast, but like
weird.
That would have been something I made fun of, but I wouldn't have made fun of his kids. Like I heard that they were making fun of his kids at one point, and I'm like, I think like in all situations that should be pretty much off limits unless it specified
got really
otherwise.
Bad. Like it got really bad.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool.
It's not the worst roast I've ever seen. I think if I had to say, I think either Charlie Sheen got it the worst.
Yeah, well, Charlie Sheen deserved it though.
Right. I mean,
that's the difference is that
he's got tiger's blood though.
He's fucking insane, dude.
And guess what? He went and did cocaine and got blowjobs with everybody afterwards. Like he wasn't upset,
dude. Speaking of that, like didn't him and Denise Richards like hook up or date or something or get married? Yeah,
I don't think they were married, but they were together.
Yeah, first of all, Denise, I didn't really. So I've slowly learned more about Denise Richards. I've always been in love with her. All hail the goddess. But I've learned more about her career because I mean, she was bigger when I was a kid, like the 90s, right. Early 2000s. But she was like one of the biggest partiers in Hollywood. Like she would just be like tugging cocks and fucking.
Oh shit! We just got schooled. They were married and have 2 kids.
Thanks for clarifying, Siren. I guess they must be big in Austria. Charlie Sheen's Austria tour just fucking went off. just watch that Rob season. What season is
Rob season?
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, dude. So Annie and I watched that shit. She was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for like I don't know if it was 1 or 2 seasons, and dude, she just like I wish I hadn't because she is batshit crazy in them. Like she just goes off. Like you can just tell that she's lived her entire life in Hollywood because she is just fucking nuts.
Well, anytime I think of Denise Richards, to be honest, it's from Blue Mountain State, and it's when she's trying to have sex with Alex Moran, and she's wearing the cheerleader outfit.
First of all, that's peak Denise Richards. I don't care what anybody says. She was doing her best work in her 40s.
No, I agree. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. She's the MILF of all MILFs. Like, there's just no getting around that.
No, I mean she was very hot as a young lady, but like she aged
like a fine fucking wine.
Fine wine.
But now she's like 60, and she's like had like 1 or 2 fillers too many. She doesn't look terrible.
Like a 5-month dry aged ribeye, perfectly marbled,
like Japanese whiskey mixed with grape Red Bull,
mixed with grape off-brand energy drink,
mixed with grape Rip It or whatever the fuck that was. Didn't you say that was? Or no, I made a joke. I said that was John Cena's energy drink. But anyway, yeah, yeah, dude. Anyway, what were we talking about before that? Charlie Sheen and the roast. Yeah, so roast, that's the one thing that I don't agree with. Never make fun of the dude's kids. Like, that's fucking weird. Make fun of him for kissing his kids on the lips. That's fine because that's what he's doing.
That's fucked.
But like,
I'm sorry. I know that there are definitely like more affectionate households that I grew up in, but there are also like more affectionate cultures out there. Like I know Europeans, they do a lot more of the kissing and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're just kissing. Siren's just out there giving kisses every fucking day. Just giving them out.
Oh god, I'm not. Look, you like to roast our followers, but that's not, that's not what I do.
The roast, dude. We'll host a roast, and it'll just be like the roast of the Dickin' Around subscribers
of the dicks and dickettes.
Yeah. There's one person we won't be able to touch because Ramming Speed has the dick sweater, so like that automatically, like that's the shield, like that's the immunity item. He'll never be able to get roasted.
Right, but Ramming Speed would be like a comedian that gets roasted, like Artie Lang, and then just comes up and absolutely fucking slaughters everyone else.
Dude, like, no, Ramming Speed should just join us in the roast, honestly, because he's fucking great.
He can be the roast master. He can be our Jeff Ross.
100%. 100%, yeah. But yeah, that's just weird, dude. I don't, and then like he didn't go to the after party because he was really, I mean, clearly he was pissed off about it, and then they were supposed to be doing. So I heard this today. They were supposed to be doing a series like where they're roasting the greatest, like the greatest. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if that's what they titled this one. Like but where they were gonna roast him, like LeBron James, like Michael Phelps, like people who were the best in their like sports, or like, I don't know, maybe like Barbra Streisand or something. I don't fucking know. But
yeah, I mean, well, that's typically what it is. I mean, it's really like a lifetime achievement award. Like if you deserve a roast, then you fucking did something.
But like, they were going for like MVPs of I think specifically like sports.
The GOAT status,
yeah. And I think now they're like, we're not gonna do it now, which is like wild to me because like I don't understand. I mean, because everybody's a different person. Now, the one person who would take it up the ass harder than Tom would be fucking LeBron James. So,
he'd be a baby. They never. He'd just walk off the stage.
He's like one of the biggest. I'm sorry for lack of a better word, just biggest pussies of all time. Like, yeah, he's an amazing basketball player, and I couldn't touch him. I don't have his skills, and he'll have more money than me or my descendants will ever have. But like, he's still a massive pussy. Like, you just can't get around that. You know,
100%. I mean, dude, like, I mean, if you see half the shit he says, it's just like some of the dumbass shit he's tried to do.
And he goes after every single critic. Like, if he hears this podcast at some point, he'll be like, "No, I got to respond to these guys and like hit and like clap back at him." I'm like, "No, you fucking don't. Like, you really don't."
Put us on the map, kid. Put us on the map, kid.
Between him and the Paul brothers fighting.
No, well, he would, dude. I mean, he might think he wants to. He would never want to come on this podcast. Ever.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Ever.
You think Carlton was bad?
Right.
We'll just scream insults
at
her.
To LA for this one. No.
We'll just scream insults at him for an hour and a half. We fucking got it, dude.
Yeah, but it's funny because he barely has a high school education, so I think we're a little above his head on the tongue-in-cheek kind of shit.
You're assuming he paid attention in high school, so.
Right, like he ever went to class.
Right, but, exactly.
No, anyway, we'll leave LeBron alone. He can be a baby over there and and never fill Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant's shoes.
How old is he now, dude? He's fucking old now.
He's like 42, I think.
I thought he was older than that. He's now, to be fair, like, yes, he's a good athlete. He's a good basketball player. To be fair, like, he will Hall of Fame, whatever. Yeah, he'll always be remembered.
Of course, of course, but. There's a lot of things that he never did, but at the same time, he never won 6 out of 7 straight NBA championships, which, the greatest of all time.
He's 39. I thought for sure he was older 40s. Than that. I thought he was older too.
I knew he was a little older than me, but I thought he was like a good 5 or 6 years old.
Bro, here's something that'll hit hard. Steph Curry is 36. I thought he was like
Oh, I know
super
that.
young.
I know that. I know he's my age.
I thought he was in his 20s. Like,
No, I know he's my age.
that's surprising as fuck, dude.
Yeah. So, anywho, but yeah, no. The only reason why Michael Jordan and the Bulls didn't win 7 straight was because he got bored and took the middle year off and played baseball.
Right, exactly. He was like, I'm too good. I'm too good at basketball. I have to try my hand at
Right.
something else.
And if there's any question in your mind that the Bulls' surrounding cast was that good, then why the fuck didn't they win without it?
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, one player made those teams, but Kobe, greatest pure scorer of all time. I mean,
yeah, not without a doubt.
I don't know. Like he's, if anything, he's third on the list. I don't know why people want to put him above Kobe, but I don't know. And plus his like political nature, just like the same thing in the NFL with fucking Richard Sherman. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to fucking, I know you have a law degree from Stanford or whatever it was,
Right.
but I don't need to hear a 30-minute speech on your political views after you guys win a game. Like,
right.
tell me what happened in the fucking game and why you're the best cornerback in the league.
Yeah,
I know
if I wanted politics in my sports, I'd listen to Stephen A. Fucking
right.
On a soapbox for an hour and a half on Sports
right.
Center.
I listened to Stephen A. argue with what Cam Newton and Colin Kaepernick for 2 hours.
Right, exactly.
But, like if I wanted, if this is your soapbox for a political transition, I don't need any. It's just fucking sports.
Right.
Like who
fucking
did
sports,
this?
Man.
Fucking sports, bro. Like
bro.
This is. I mean, it's literally trying to give a voice to something that shouldn't have a voice. I don't feel like that's why anybody watches it. And
100%.
To politicize it and to allow that, and not only allow it but to promote it. Fuck that, dude. Like, that's not why I watch it. Like, I want to watch like the best fucking athletes in the world try and kill each other for 3 hours.
Yeah, 100%. That's all that it's about, baby. That's
it.
It only costs $450 for Sunday ticket. So
right. Well, I won't be getting that, but
well, that's what that's the other thing. Going back to that for a second, like, but then like a live TV subscription costs $70 a month. How many months if you don't include like the Super Bowl, because that'll be 1 week in February. So it'll be September through January. That's 5 months, right? September, October, November, December, January. 5 times. Let's just put. I think it's like $70 for Hulu Live. That's $100 cheaper, and you can watch basically every game. Like it's kind of ridiculous. Or you can do what I do and watch Red Zone online
and just bootleg it for free.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, the quality is fine.
Right.
Like
we're not condoning that, by the way, and I've never done that. So
listen. I am definitely the Boeing Corporation wants you to know. Okay.
Yarg, matey.
Oh god.
I'm not a pirate.
I just said Boeing out loud. I'm surprised our stream is still up right now.
It's coming down soon. Don't worry.
Dude, I can't believe we were talking about the fucking the ATV Segway, and then the guy was like, yeah, the Boeing CEO has one of those. I was like, are you fucking serious right now? That shit was wild. That was a great episode. I missed that. That was a great time in my life.
Well, that was Ramming Speed.
I know it was Ramming Speed. Shout out.
By the way, Siren, reach out to Ramming Speed. We haven't seen him in a while.
It's been a couple episodes. We miss our boy. I'll just email him. I'll be like, yo, dude, hope you're okay. You know,
we still haven't gotten pictures of the dick sweater, but
yeah, I'm missing.
I have mine here though.
The gnome. The gnome hat. Yeah. Fucking nice. Anyway. All right. Well, we got a couple more fighting clips to look at. I'm convinced. I'm not convinced. what's the word? I'm motivated to get through all of them. That's still not the right word, but any way you look at it, I hope we're gonna get through them. So I got another one to look at. These are hitting pretty hard, so we're just gonna keep throwing them out there. Now this is purest knockouts ever. Usman slept Jorge Masvidal. My God, pipe bomb explosion emoji. I didn't look at that. There's even a tie-in earlier into the episode. Yeah. So just just straight across the face. And this is only a minute into this round. I don't know what round it is. Oh, is
That's
it
the first
second?
round.
First round. Okay, yeah, a minute into the first round, bam.
Yeah,
And we talk about the sweat explosion from the first video. Look at that sweat explosion right there, bam. Yeah, just fucking nails him.
Just keep fucking whapping it. Just whap, 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 whap.
Whap, 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 whap.
Whap, 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 whap.
Bam, bam, and then he's down,
Dude,
and then he's hammer fisting him, and he's pulled off, and it's over.
You want to talk about a right cross for that ass, bro?
Dude, that's just like, I want to say. So he doesn't even wind it up. This is about as far back as he goes. He brings it to his chest, and it's just like the amount of power that comes from that. Look at that. Into the chest and straight up to the chin and then out. And then he just fucking nails him with it. Like, this is fucking nuts here. That might be one of the best punches of all time. Like, that shit is sick. And then he just,
Oof.
yeah, and then it's all over. And then it's all over! Just like that.
No, yeah, he's got it. I mean, you can tell he's way better at stand up just by that punch alone, because you see he blocks with the jab. Like, he already has the hand, so it can't come across the face.
Exactly.
And then he saw that the guy, he dropped his left and just feeds him.
Right.
And that's
just gives him the old 1-2.
He was like, you hungry, kid.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's pretty
wild. No, that's, I mean, there's no, I can't really comment on that because that's just yikes. Like,
I can't comment on that.
I mean, what else are you gonna? Yikes! Like,
that's pretty harsh, man. It really doesn't get better than that. You know, it also kind of reminded me, because I want to look at this. Oh, it's from 2021. Fuck, I wanted to look at this softball highlight. I thought it was from this season, because softball.
Oh, right, you want to hear me rip on softball? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I want you to go soft on softball here, because I think this is fucking cool. I don't care.
Well, there's no other way to go.
I think this is, it doesn't, to me, like, yes, I agree with all of your criticisms of softball. However, if you just look at a pure athlete doing something athletic, which is how I view this, I think it's pretty damn fucking cool. So, you know, inbound Josh hate. We're gonna get flagged for hate speech for the softball on this next one.
It might get ugly. You guys might want to pay attention here in a second.
So this play is fucking incredible. Hold on, we don't need the volume on it. So bam. So this person goes to steal second, jumps up over. Oh wait, is this the right play? I don't think this is the right play, because I thought she got her out on this play. Maybe it's in the commentary. Yeah, she's out. Okay, so they called her safe. I didn't even realize that. I feel like this isn't even the same play I was looking at, but this is pretty damn cool. Flies off the bag, jumps in the air, tags underneath. Like that's just a good play, dude. There's no getting around it. All right, Josh, you have 30 seconds. Go.
Yeah, no, that was the same play. If not, I mean, all softball looks the same. But at the same time,
right? That's
like
true.
I said, it would be way more impressive if second base was like 20 feet back, and if
it was 20 feet further,
yeah,
the ball was smaller. Yeah,
if the ball was half the size, and if it was dudes playing, like that
I think it might be more than or less than half the size, because I feel like a softball it's a grapefruit. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I've got small hands, and like for me to actually, I couldn't play softball because it's just it's too big.
What a great metric for measuring this. I've got small hands, and it just doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for me. No, I told you I played co-ed softball, like a church league softball.
Oh God, I'm sure you had to stop doing that. Did they kick you out of that? Like, Josh,
it
turns out you can't be.
They didn't kick me out, but they asked me not to come back.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder why.
Well, it was me. So
you're out there like, take that, you fucking moron.
Whoa.
I just said Ree. That's all I said. Ree doesn't count. Ree doesn't count, boys and girls.
No,
you cannot sue me for that.
No, what it was myself and another varsity player from high school were actually playing, and you know, usually it would go fine because they would put one of us in like at shortstop and the other one in center field. That way we could cover the gaps,
right? And
whatever. And, you know, co-ed, you get that short field, that 10th person on the field that just like stands wherever you want them to in the outfield.
Right.
So you can, if you have one good infielder and one good outfielder, and then somebody that can catch it first, you should be okay. But and then you just run all over everybody and just like, nope, nope, nope. Like, I know that was a second baseball, but I got it.
Right.
Because I don't trust that you'll catch it. But I got upset. This is the last game I played because I was asked not to come back. But uh, she didn't play softball like for school or anything like that. She wasn't really an athlete, but you had to field. I think it was at least two females, and they put her on third base, and I was like, that's the hot corner, kid. Like, this team we're
Right.
playing, like, they got a couple monsters. Like, you might get somebody hurt doing
Just
that.
put her at second and call it.
Yeah, I was like if they rip this thing, it might kill somebody. Like, I was like, trust me, these big boys with big bats, they can hit that big ball pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
And, like, dude, it's like the sound of them hitting that ball was crazy. And I mean, you got like 18-year-old seniors just coming out and ripping.
Right. Exactly.
And I remember like both the guys on my team, like me and his name was Ronnie. It's actually Carlton's cousin.
Uh-oh.
But
your thoughts.
Carlton, your thoughts. But no, he was a badass baseball player. But even us, like, we were a little undersized for baseball, and like but these guys are coming up, and these guys are like gonna play in college.
They look like Randy Johnson, like,
yeah.
4 years into the juice.
No, it's Aaron Judge coming in. Yeah. And like, I was like, but I look, I did the right thing, and I said, hey, please don't put her on third base. Please put her in short field. I know she said she wants to play infield, but guess what? That's not a safe position. I was like, these guys, I've played against these guys. Like, I know how hard they can hit a baseball, and the hot corner is not where you put your weakest fielder. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
But I warned them, and then she got a couple screamers that she just ignored. Like, I'm sure she heard that, like, whistling, like I did with the pipe bomb, just go by. Like, she just fucking like dove out of the way. And I was like, well, what else did you expect?
Right.
But then it was kind of making me mad because we were losing because of shit like that. Like, she was fucking up all over, like, just falling all over herself at third base.
Right.
But then it was
well, it was a church softball league, to be fair.
It was, but I mean, we were down by several runs, but runners on first and second, and a big time hitter was up. And I said, look, there's a fast runner at first. I'm going to have to come to you. So be ready. Cause it was, it was a slower runner at second. So I was like, if it comes to me, it's coming to you. And then you sling it to first, or sling it back to me, and I'll sling it to first, whatever needs to happen. But it was like, we got to get these outs. So then she's like, no, I got you. I said, okay. So what do you know? Very next pitch, it just like a missile to me, like a one hopper straight into my glove. I turn and I just fucking rip it. And I rip it straight to her, and she just doesn't put a glove on it. It hits her right in the fucking thigh.
Oh,
and
God.
Just like right on the bag thigh, like the inside of the thigh. And so she falls down, cries, is like rubbing her face in the dirt and all this stuff. And I was like, can somebody get a fucking mitt on the ball? What are we doing here? Like, is this a dead ball? And then, like, I was such an asshole about it. But at the same time, like, they showed me pictures later, and I kind of felt bad, but kind of not, because I fucking told them it was going to happen. But like, they showed me pictures. It was like a grapefruit size, like orange and blue fucking bruise Christ. That she got on the inside, because I told you I fucking ripped it, like, just and I was like, but it was a perfect throw. Like, all she had to do was put her glove where it was supposed to be. That's it. Like, because she had her glove out.
That's all she had to do.
If she didn't move her glove, like, it was perfect for her to transition to first, because it was a slow runner anyway. So why is it my fault? Like, why am I the asshole? Like, I was trying to hurt somebody, which I wasn't trying to hurt her. I warned her beforehand.
I mean, if you're throwing it right to her too, like, you're telling her what you're going to do, you throw it right at her. Like, there's only so much responsibility.
But it was one of those, and I was trying to get a double play, and I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I have to do my part, right?
I knew it wasn't going to happen.
I knew she was never going to be able to get it to first, but
oh, God. That's funny.
I don't know. I'm still pissed off about that game, if you can't tell. Like, I told you not to put her at fucking third base. I'm shortstop. I'm the infield fucking captain. Get her the fuck off my base. Like, what is this?
But, yeah, it's harsh. It's hard out there for a player. What are you gonna do?
But I was like, she could have at least put a glove on it.
All right. So We got one more clip to do, Josh. We got one more clip to do, and it's in the title of the fucking video, so we got to do it. Here we go. Hard transition. So this is the clip. So if you've ever seen, you've seen this clip on the internet, because this, anytime it's Chariot motorcycle racing, this is the clip that comes up. But we're gonna talk about it because it might be the most badass, undervalued sport of all time.
I thought we were gonna create a new segment here. Meanwhile, in Mississippi.
Meanwhile, in Mississippi, people are doing this shit. This shit is fucking insane. I don't really know how you can rig up a motorcycle to accelerate, because I don't really know what's happening here.
We'll have Mater explain it when he comes on.
Yeah,
but they're also like ramming into each other too.
Right. They need to have a passenger like with a spear, like poking at the other guy, like real 100%. Authentic historical chariot racing,
or a whip, or somebody's got like a morning star.
Yeah, just a massive club. Let's walk on this one more time. Meanwhile, in Mississippi, these fucking guys are going hard. Like this looks like the coolest shit ever. Honestly, I'm not.
But it might not look like it. It's kind of like my Tail of the Dragon videos. But these people are hauling ass too.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
They're not crawling around the track.
No.
Like. It's just relative to each other. They look like they're going slow, but at the same time, dude, I can't tell if they're strapped in either. Like, are they strapped into the fucking thing?
I don't think they have. There's no like belt. All they have is a helmet and like a flame suit.
They're just standing and holding the reins.
Yeah, which is like fucking insane. And I love how the reins are neon too.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how you rig this shit up properly, because like, you have to be holding down on the accelerator on they've got to have like some sort of electronic lines or something. And then it's funny because the way that the motorcycles are like reined together is there's just this like metal like bar that you hook them up to.
Right. Yeah, no, it's just but you can watch the one in red, like he's trying to go too fast. He gets his speed wobbles on him, like the motorcycles are about to disconnect.
It's funny too, because like you see him and he's going like he's almost like he's like chugging out the reins for the horse to go faster, but there's no horse there.
But look at them speed wobbling, and then they go into a drift kind of mode.
Yeah,
like, that's, dude, not safe. But I would go watch this.
I might do it because it just looks fucking awesome.
I would do it.
You heard it here first.
I wouldn't. I don't know if I would go head to head my first time.
Oh no. Just myself on the track. I don't know if I'd ever go. I mean, I guess I would go head to head eventually, but like we'd have to be like, all right, max speed 50 miles an hour because I'm gonna die. You know, like you have to put a governor on there or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some type of belt or harness to keep me on, or maybe maybe that's what saves your life. So when it does speed wobble and throw, like it doesn't do like the Segway we talked about, just whip you on the ground.
Right. Like, it might. That's a good point. It might be safer for you to not be strapped in.
Yeah, if it just launches you into the stands, you got a better shot than if it actually jackknifes on you.
Yeah, maybe it's an underserved market. Maybe we need to create a roll cage for a Chariot motorcycle and make millions of dollars that way.
Well, we got a guy for that.
Mater.
Scooter.
Just weld the Miata roll cage onto the Chariot. It sounds about right. It might actually
work. So funny to me, dude. Like the least likely motor vehicle made in the last 40 years to roll over. He's got like the craziest roll cage on ever.
Yeah, I know, and he loves it's totally for the memes too. Like he knows it's complete horseshit, but he just loves it because it's like funny to have on there.
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah. And we love Scooter.
Dude, Ice Patrol, man.
You know, he just got engaged. Like yesterday.
No, I didn't know that. He's not my best friend.
Well, he's not my best friend either.
But he's Cody's best friend. As new Ice Patrol, I should have heard about it before now. But
he is technically on vacation right now, so.
Well, and it is probationary Ice Patrol, so this counts against him. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Put that it'll hang out in the category. There is a picture of them, and he picked the ring out for him though, which is or I should say helped him with the ring at her store. So there is that.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, we kept it in the family.
We're good for Scooter.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, man.
I'm excited for him.
Yeah, me too, man. It's gonna be being nice. No, we'll see if you get an invite to the wedding or not. Ooh. That's really what's gonna do it.
Dude, I'm fun to have at a wedding though. You know that.
That part's true. That part is true.
Like, there's no fucking denying. There's not a goddamn wedding I've gone to that I didn't rock the shit out of.
Oh yeah.
But or at least have my own good time. I don't know if everybody else.
I mean, at the very least, we're having a good time. Let's be real. There is no way I'm going to a wedding and not having a good time.
Yeah. So. Why else would I go?
Exactly. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. Give you a gift and I don't get to have a good time.
Yeah, that is the gift to yourself, is all the sips that we had.
We did go through like $1,000 worth of Casamigos, though.
The only way to do it. I must have drank at least $100 myself, and I never got drunk until the very end of the wedding. Which, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
that's fine.
We danced so much,
right? I was literally
just
completely
dancing the Casamigos out.
I was completely soaked, dude. I was like if you can imagine just spilling, you just take 3 gallons of water and pour them onto the floor and then sop them up with a towel. That was what I felt like.
Because I busted my fucking ass.
At some point, somebody did, yeah.
I guess we'll have to, if I do get invited, we'll have to do a wedding manners reminder. But
we'll have to have a brief beforehand, like Josh or whoever the fuck else. Don't. That wasn't me.
Dude, I would never bring a drink.
You busted ass. Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Somebody spilled a drink on the dance floor, and he busted ass too.
I feel. Oh, did she?
Yeah, and nobody gave a shit when I did, but when she did, everybody was like, "Oh shit!"
Well,
get this cleaned up.
There's a reason for that.
Like her fucking dad was like, "Everybody off the dance floor now."
She's kind of the most important person at the wedding. Well, everybody else is secondary.
Yeah, I would consider myself upper echelon, but.
If there's 3 tiers, you're still in tier 2. Like, it's just the way that it works.
Agree to disagree. But
oh, Josh.
I mean, well, I didn't, but myself and company almost ruined the engagement party. But
with fun. All the icing at the engagement party? I mean,
yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
We're gonna not ice everyone at the engagement party.
And not ice everybody at the wedding, including her mom at the end of the night. That was
great. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I wasn't responsible for all of those.
We definitely need to. If we all get invited to Scooter's wedding, we definitely need to ice the fuck out of people there. Oh, look what I found!
Oops. Where'd this come from?
Right. Who would have thought to bring that to the fucking? I mean,
this time we're gonna go above and beyond, like what we tried to do to Cooter or what we did to Cooter, like ice him at the
what we did to Cooter times 5. We're gonna get him. We're gonna. Yeah, it'll be like and present the ring, and you just hand him an ice instead.
Yes.
I love that.
I'll tell Scooter I'm only going to the wedding if I can be the ring bearer,
the ice master.
The ice master. Yes.
Hell yeah! I want them to have a beer boy. I want to be the beer boy. We wanted one at our wedding, but some people who weren't as fun as us said no.
What's a beer boy?
You go down instead of a flower girl, or in addition to a flower girl, you have an adult male who dresses up in some capacity and goes down the aisle and hands everybody a beer.
Oh, so Gator.
It could have been Gator. I think we were asking her cousin to do it, but they wouldn't let him do it. It was kind of upsetting. I wanted a beer boy at my wedding, dude. That's the only thing it was missing.
Well,
that and a competent DJ, but that's a story for another time.
Stick around for the DJ diaries.
Yeah, it's not much of a diary. He just didn't play music half the time and didn't play anything we wanted.
You know my way around the setup, right? Like how you get up there and rock the Casbah.
Right. You should have, yeah.
No, and she was like, "No, don't do it." And at one point, you were like, "No, just go up there and do it. Just say, go do it." And you're like, "I'm paying for this shit. Go do it." And she was like, "No, don't fucking do it. If you fucking go up there, I swear to fuck God." I was like, "I'll do it. Do you want me to do it?"
She was on her own level of bullshit too, but that's also a story for another time.
Well, not at the wedding. She was actually very tame at the wedding, but the engagement party. That's
who are you talking about? The planner?
Oh no, I was talking about Thundercat.
Oh no, I don't give a fuck about it. No, you should have done it. I thought you were talking about the planner.
Thundercat was like, "Don't fucking do it. Don't you fucking go up there. This isn't about you." And I was like, "It's about to be."
Honestly, I would have been totally fine with it. That guy, dude.
It's about to be.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, the between him and the wedding planner, like I couldn't figure out. I was like, do I need to take over? Like, do I need to, make sure that everybody's having a good time right now? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Right. But don't worry, we had it covered.
Christ. Anyway, yeah, that we did. So we need to plan. We're going to Charlotte, boys and girls. By the way, we're gonna be dropping some skits on YouTube later in the year. We're going up. We're getting the bros together. We're getting the cast together. We're gonna drop some YouTube skits later in the year. But I'm thinking for that weekend, we should try to go to a hockey game, and we should try to see if we can go to a fucking chariot racing game. Or race or whatever, because that shit looks nuts. I mean, if anybody, Mater should know about where the fuck they do that. You know what I'm saying?
I think they might do something like right over the border in South Carolina. Like it's near
near the Mexican restaurant.
Right. No, it's actually like near my house. It's it's a God, what's it called? There's a little motor speedway. It's like right into South Carolina. Okay. But it's a little
where
dirt
it's legal.
Yeah, it's a little dirt track, so they do all the dirt racing and stuff. But we could definitely look into that. Like if you're coming down, because they do it on Friday nights.
It is funny to think about, although North Carolina is the superior state, it's basically legal to mail your neighbor a pipe bomb in South Carolina, but it's not legal to like blow your nose on Saturday in North Carolina.
Right. Oh, trust me, we're much sophisticated, more sophisticated people. But
I'm pretty sure Pol Pot took the plan for Cambodia from North Carolina.
Yeah, no, it's basically it's the equation of, if you live in San Diego but you want to have fun, you just go down to Mexico.
Right.
Like there's a lot less rules, a lot less regulations, and the cops might party with you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
No, we can. I'll take you for the good stuff in North Carolina, and then we'll do the fun stuff in South Carolina.
The sophisticated, the pinkies up monocle stuff in North Carolina, and then the down and dirty redneck in the fucking ditch stuff in South Carolina.
Yeah,
the best of both worlds, baby.
We'll have to stick to the North Carolina barbecue because it's South Carolina shit.
Oh, we won't be spending any money in South Carolina.
No,
but we'll be partaking in activities.
They take Dave and Buster's gift cards.
They get they take cases of Natty Light.
Right, which Mater will have us covered. He's got he's got credit there.
Did you ever see that? You know what we should do for Mater, especially because he doesn't have running water or whatever, because he's a moron. Even though he's not. There's a video of this guy's apparently in like New Zealand. I don't know how the fuck they do their water, but you have like your closed water system in your house. And there's a video of these guys. They went in and they put tapped beer into the water. So anytime they turn on a faucet in his house, it's just beer. We should do that with Miller Lite for Mater.
Well, I mean, he draws from his own well, so I'm pretty sure we could rig a keg to.
100%. That'd be great. He'd be like, "It's Miller Lite."
It's like Thad, which, by the way, he got to see that for the first time the other day, Thadland, and he fucking loved it. But
how do you not love Thadland? Thadland is a magical place.
No, it'd be like, it's snowing cocaine. Except for it's like I could get Miller Lite out of the sink, and he's brushing his teeth with Miller Lite.
He would totally do that in a fucking heartbeat.
I know he would.
Oh god!
For the small price of $130, we could get a keg and make it fucking happen. Don't think he wouldn't do that.
100%, dude. 100% he would do that. Anyway, all right. Well, we got to wrap it up. We got to go to the chop shop.
The chop shop.
I got to pull up the sounder. Hold on. I do have desktop audio on it. Pretty sure I do. Otherwise, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know why I thought it was off. Here we go. And go. The chop shop. Hell yeah, the chop shop, ladies and gentlemen.
The chop shop.
So somebody or something got chopped. What was it that got chopped earlier in the episode?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Wasn't softball.
We equated them to the Philadelphia Phillies of something.
Yeah, we did. Was it NFL Sunday Ticket? Which I think should get a chop for being way too fucking expensive. Yeah, I don't know. What was it? Fuck. You need to get the notebook, dude. We're still notebook.
I gotta buy the notebook. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't forgive you, but it's okay. You also, that's like the third time you've apologized. Let everybody, let the record show.
Well, that's just to you, not to everyone else.
Okay, well, fair enough.
You've
That's still
reached
that's
that
still the
level of
third time.
You've reached that level of respect to where every once in a while.
I appreciate that. Real recognizes real, homie. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Fuck it, dude. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and we'll have to watch the tape. We talked about a lot of stuff today, as always. I have no fucking idea. I can't keep up. Anyway. Whatever it was, it got a chop.
Chop. Bryce Harper. Chop.
Phillies.
Okay. Phillies. Chop.
City of Philadelphia.
Chop. Dave Grohl.
Chop. Hell yeah. What else is there?
P. Diddy. Chop. Drake. Chop.
Tom Brady for not being a bro. Chop.
For kissing your son on the mouth. Chop.
Again, could have made fun of that. Don't make fun of his kids.
Chop.
People that made fun of Tom Brady's kids. Chop. Whoever the fuck that was.
For not realizing your supermodel wife was being railed by a karate instructor. Chop.
Woo!
Oh, we have fun, don't we?
Is there an anti-chop? Because can we anti-chop 40-year-old Denise Richards? She needs to go in the Dick Hall of Fame.
We got to work that out.
She's got to go in the Dick Hall of Fame for wablam blat out.
Wabam blat out. Tit-out. Wab. And we got banned from TikTok.
And we're canceled on TikTok. It's okay. It was totally worth it. Dude, we need to just become the BMS podcast. Has anybody fully covered? Wait, we just need to go minute by minute. There's actually a podcast out there that does like minute by minute of Gene Wilder movies, and they just talk about like, you know, they go like Gene Wilder scene by scene, how funny he is. You know, apparently it can be done.
Well, Blazing Saddles will get you canceled.
That's true. You know what's funny is I can't say H-Man with the funny mustache on here without being taken down, but I can say Mao Zedong all day long, and he killed way more people than Funny Mustache Man did.
The H-Man?
Yeah, the H-Man. Oh, there's ways around that. You just say Funny Mustache Man. Everyone knows.
Well, I know, and we somehow either bring up Pol Pot or Che Guevara every episode.
Dude, Che Guevara was a piece of shit, okay? Take him off your t-shirts. Guy just like tortured homosexuals in his basement for fun when he got bored.
Quit it.
Yeah. Knock it off, you.
Chop.
Che Guevara, chop. Pol Pot, chop.
Hot Topic,
chop.
Stop it.
Spencer's, chop.
Spencer's, chop. Fucking quit it.
Knock it off. Funny. You have no reason to be that edgy.
It's not funny.
It's also like, that's the thing about maybe like 90s Hot Topic was edgy, but like nowadays it's just like fake edgy. You know what I'm saying?
It's fake edgy, but like they've turned half of it into like a sex shop.
Yeah, which is also like, I don't understand that part either. Like I've never once got into a Spencer's and been like, you know what, I need a dildo.
Right. I need a Pikachu dildo is what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
exactly, as a Blastoise dildo, I think is probably.
You know what Thundercat would look good in, and that's a Hello Kitty lingerie set. Like, no, quit it. It's that's creepy. Stop it.
I've never understood that. Like the white girls who dress like kawaii, you know, like and like wear like the cat ears and shit. I've never found that to be attractive. I found it kind of creepy actually. Like I've never really found that to be attractive.
Quit it.
Knock it.
Quit
chop.
It. Chop.
And you get a chop, baby.
Knock it the fuck off.
Calm down, Hot Topic. Calm down.
It's no longer for nerdy goth or vampire kids. Now it's just for 15-year-olds with a sex addiction revolving around anime.
And on that note, you can find us. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, which you're currently watching us on. You can find us on YouTube, of course, which we're also streaming on. You can find us on Twitch, which we're also streaming on. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. We can hear all of our audio podcast records. You can also catch all of our episodes up on YouTube as well. If you're more of a visual person. What else? I don't think I missed anything. We're on Instagram too, but
we're on the IG.
Yeah, we're on the IG. Yeah, that's where you see all our shirtless beach pics.
On the gram. Yeah, soon to be on OnlyFans.
Shout out to the super viewers like Zen, Slaying Siren, Candice, Ramming Speed. You still hold a special place in our hearts. We're gonna reach out to you, buddy. Thanks to everybody who joined. Thanks to everybody who watched. Keep joining, keep watching, keep following, keep subscribing. Check our shit out. We got merch pages. Links to that are on Twitch. We got Patreon. Look us up. If you really like us, give us money, please, because that's what we're here for.
Money me now.
Money me now, please.